And we have no idea where we are. All of a sudden, we're standing there, and here comes this like bus, like a little van, rolling down the window, and the smoke comes out. Gets us to climb in the back of this van in the middle of the woods. We can hardly see, like it's filled with smoke in the back of this van. We drive and we drive. We have no idea where he's taking us, and all of a sudden we get to this place because it's a closed-in van, and all of a sudden the back doors open up.
Being that you've been on cruise ships, like you've been on so many cruises, and I am positive that you have some interesting stories to share. And so I'm curious if any come up off the top of your head that are A, family friendly, and B, you're comfortable sharing.
Well, I did share this one, like almost at the beginning when I started my channel, and it always, whenever I get this question, it comes to mind. But okay. I was like 19 at the time. Okay. Mm-hmm. We were in the Caribbean, and we wanted to go. I was with my girlfriend at the time, and we wanted to find a secluded beach. So we talked to the taxi driver and said, take us to some place where nobody else is around, and we want to go to a secluded beach. So all of a sudden we get in this taxi cab, and we drive out. We go about 45 minutes out from the cruise port, and he pulls over on the side of the road in the middle of the woods, and there's a little path, and he says, just go down that path. I said, okay. He says, you'll love the beach. It's great. No problem. And I said, okay, so will you come back in like 3 hours and pick us up? He says, sure, no problem. So we go down. Turns out it's this beautiful beach. Absolutely gorgeous. Nobody there. All to ourselves. Had a great time. 3 hours is up. We go back up the path. We're up at the road, and there's no taxi. There's no taxi for 3 hours. There's no taxi in 4 hours. There's no taxi in 5 hours. And we have no idea where we are. Right? Now, if you think about doing that these days, you would not think about doing that kind of stuff. Going off at 19 by yourself in the middle of the Caribbean anymore. Uh-huh. But all of a sudden we're standing there, and here comes this like almost like a Woody bus, like a little van, driving down the road. And it's just like it would be from a movie where the guy has a Rastafari hat on and rolling down the window, and the smoke comes out from the weed, and then like just, how's it going, man? That kind of thing, right? Now we say he doesn't speak English at all, but that's the vibe you get. And we start doing like, trying to show him that we want to go back to the boat and things, like miming it to him. And he gets us to climb in the back of this van in the middle of the woods, and we're in the back, and we can hardly see, like it's filled with smoke in the back of this van. We drive and we drive. We have no idea where he's taking us, and all of a sudden we get to this place because it's a closed-in van, and all of a sudden the back doors open up, and we're at the cruise ship. He understood where we were going. And I said, like, you would never do that these days. You would never.
Yeah, of course.
But 30 years ago, it was a different way of traveling, a different lifestyle, right?
Wow.
So how cool was that it, like, what?
What was it going through your head, potentially, that you're like, what if he just takes us to his house, or something? Yeah. You're like, where are we going?
What if this is the last thing I ever see is the back of this van? Right?
Yeah, a hazy van.
Yeah, and I was trying to make fun of it with my girlfriend at the time, saying, as soon as he opens up the van, I'm going to push you into him so I can run. And what are you talking about? She's getting all mad. But yeah, it's just a different how things were back then, right? Just society as a whole. So you wouldn't do it nowadays, but that's one of my favorite stories. Like, you think about what could have happened, and it turned out it was absolutely fine.
Oh, for sure. Oh my goodness. I have so many of those stories, not on cruise ships, just in general. When I'm young, I'm like, ooh, I don't even know how I'm alive today.